Hi, this is Gretchen. I'm here to show you today how to do a repair on, I'm going to show you on my blouse, but this is the method that I use when I repair my jeans. Sometimes get a tear or a hole on the inside thigh of my jeans, and I like to sew those up using this method. Essentially, I am sewing with matching thread to close up the hole and create a new, basically a patch of fabric with that thread. So in the demonstration I have here, I'll talk about what I would do differently between the blouse that I'm showing on camera and when I normally do a pair of jeans in this method. So here we go. Here is the shirt, the blouse that I'm gonna try to repair. Like I do my blue jeans. I was going to hang it up to dry and was sort of, stretching out the wrinkles with my hands, and went ahead and ripped the shoulder here. Starts at the shoulder seam and goes down the back about 5 inches, and that's after the first time I wore it. Oh, happy day. So I'm going to try to repair it. It's been months and I've been trying to wrap my head around what to do. Today, I think I will try my blue jean method. First thing to do is to find thread that matches your garment. If you're doing blue jeans, find a nice blue that matches so that it will blend in with the blue jeans, of course. And this is the closest thing I had today. Instead of going out to the store, I am going to attempt to use this. It's sort of a mixture of green and a natural tan. And I hope that it does a good job blending. I'm really not sure how this is going to turn out. I'm going to probably wish that I would have gone out to a fabric store to get the right thread, but here we go. I will go ahead and load up my machine, and I'll be right back. Normally, on blue jeans, I would only be sewing with the grain of the fabric. In this case, you see, I ripped it. I'm so sorry, pretty blouse. So in this case, I think what I'm going to do is just sew horizontally a few little nips to hold that together. Yeah, I think that's how I will start. So here we go. Get that out of the machine. I'm intentionally sewing on the right side of the fabric. Whoop. Oh, I couldn't make it any worse, right? I thought about getting maybe a patch or a fusible interfacing, which probably would have been a good idea, but it's such thin fabric. I didn't want there to be a funny, heavy portion to it. Does that make sense? So, I need to increase my stitch length. And I think you can see, yep. So I just I'm going to smush it together a little bit. And take her slow. Of course, doing jeans, I would be able to go a lot quicker because, well, they're jeans. I'm trying to be careful with this. It is on the back of my shoulder. I have long hair. I don't think anybody's going to notice anything. I teach high school, so there you go. Those kids are not going to know. They're not even looking at me. Hit that button. Okay. I must say, I just have always been in love with my Janome, with the automatic thread cutting. Oh, it's so nice. Okay, I know that a lot of machines have that. I think it's a wonderful invention. And just sort of tacking it down. I'm not really doing my method yet, but you are along for the ride. And one up here. Let's take a look at this. All right. So what I've done is I've essentially just kind of closed that gap. Okay. And now here comes the fun part. I'm going to follow my own advice and sew with the grain of the fabric, large stitches. I can't really see. Make my head closer. I'm going to stay on this side of the tear for my first go. Now I could just hold in my reverse button and go back up to the top, but because the fabric is so flimsy, that cut didn't happen, did it? All right, I found my scissors, and I think my next line of stitching, I think I'm going to use a zigzag. What do you think about that? Let's see. It'd be nice if I chose the right setting on my machine. There we go. Now, I think just to try to pull in both of those sides. Again, I would not be doing this if it were a pair of jeans. Sewing in straight lines really close together to join that tear on the inner thigh. It really does work just fine. But because of this garment and the thinness, I think that I'm making a boo-boo. Not sure this is going to turn out. Oh, I might cry. All right, cut. Let's see, what did I do? Okay, well, that's what it's looking like here. Okay, but the hole is closed up, right? And I mean, all in all, it's working. It's working. And don't know if I'm going to do any more. Let's see. I might try a little bit right up here. But this has closed it up pretty well. And a little bit at the bottom. I just want to close at the top a little bit more. And because I use the zigzag stitch, it does feel a little bit raised, but nobody's going to feel that but me. You know what I mean? But I think this is resurrecting this blouse. So again, just building up the thread to hopefully look like it's part of the garment. And again, with jeans, I would just use a regular straight stitch on the whole thing. That's what I would do. Okay, did I do it? It's not bad. Not bad at all, folks. A little update. I did find some better thread right here beside me as I did that whole video. And I've loaded it up. It's just a light medium tan, I think, is the best way to describe it. So I am going to go over this last bit. See where that dark green is? I just want to see if I can tone that down a little bit. And I don't know why I'm going so slow. All right. Okay, well, I think that's better than the dark green that was showing through, definitely. And there you have it. I'm really glad I took the time to glance down to my left and I found that tan thread, and what a difference it made having something that matched a little more closely to the fabric. So please do take the time to go find that thread. I hope this method helps you when you try to tackle some repairs in your own clothes. I do appreciate your time today watching the video. Please like and subscribe to our channel for more tips and tricks. And I think we've got another live coming up next week, so please watch for that. Have a good day.